plenty of shows in Las Vegas tonight, but we've got the hottest ticket in town. So let's welcome the Ravens and the Raiders to the stage. Next on Monday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. Leading him out, the rookie from Ohio State at 22 years of age, it's Justin Fields.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Max Crosby. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
In recent years, pass rush has been a problem for the Raiders. Just 21 sacks in 2020. That ranked 29th in the NFL. What they just did right there, a better example of what they're seeking.
After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could. But let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they'll be led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year for 2020. In his 2nd season, former Oregon Duck, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when their body's on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, to be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That throw into the arms of Allen. Touchdown Raiders! Keenan Allen, 37 yards. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. Now Fields. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Fields. Open man is Galladay, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Fields. Buying time to his left. And he will slide down to the good gain. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Adafe Owe there on the tackle. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. A solid stiff arm. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards the pick up there. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Herbert on first down now. And Sanders has got it complete. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Herbert back to the air. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Succop's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with his 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Fields now to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Covers there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Fields. Eluding the pressure right. There he goes inside the 30. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Barkley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Fields. Yeah, this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kenny Galladay there to make the grab. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Herbert just beat the play clock. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Here's a give to Barkley. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
He was taken down by Chandler Jones. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. He's got Smith here. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Fields. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up on Levante David. And to the 30-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in his zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up as safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the draw, here's Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Jalen.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but just...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Max Crosby, his 2nd sack of the night.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks are starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good. Playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. From the 50, here's Herbert. The pass pulled in by Jones. What a catch. Touchdown. Marvin Jones, 50 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point put through by Succo, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here's Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Penei Sewell, the 7th overall pick, hit with a penalty there. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. Now it's Fields. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields will get this out to Barkley, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Barkley. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Roses now to add the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Jalen Richard now on the return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert. That's caught by Waller out left side.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, they look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half, and they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A gain of 3, second down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Herbert now. Quickly a slant to Renfro. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Herbert. The open man here, Renfro. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second and 11 now.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Terrace Marshall, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. 3rd down here. Again, Herbert. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Ryan Suckup on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line.
And he works free. And all the way down to the 37. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
A shotgun snap, Fields. He dumps it off to Barkley. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Fields. And this one complete to Smith. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Again, Fields. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught at the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. Rosas' kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just want to right past it.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. 25 yards that time.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Herbert back to the air. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked out by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Fields.
Open man is Galladay, complete. They can't tackle him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
From the gun, here's Fields.
To Barkley on the check down. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. On the draw, this is Barkley, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss there, now 3rd and 14.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Couple of plays set up the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Back to throw, Fields.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Rosa's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Here comes Richard on the return.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run a draw now with Akers.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 36, Fields. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. A handoff to Barkley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
To throw is Fields.
It's caught. Smith. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
On first down, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
Throwing on second and long. Fields. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver.
And it's third down.
Now Fields.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Levante David able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25 and will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Again, they were targeting Marshall there, and it's second down. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And Marshall's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. They made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he can do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching, and how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Fields on first down. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Fields now to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's a run with Akers on second down. Good footwork at the 30. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run this with Akers.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's caught by Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Call it a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Now it's Fields. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll go as a pickup of 8. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Airing it out for Hearns. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Pass complete, Galladay. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. He's back to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. And that is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll look to throw, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Completes it to Hearns. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on it, they'd be up in the 300s right now. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. One last throw here for Herbert. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football,
yeah,
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Ravens, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.